Good evening, everybody. We're live again for our Friday night session. Sam and Deb are actually here at the moment. It's just that they've gone to get some paper. Hi, Anne. Tonight, as usual, we've got Sam from Life After Life. Give us a wave, Sam.
Hello.
We've got Julie from Unearthly Wanderings.
Hello.
And we've got Deb from Deb, who's currently looking for the paper. Say hi, Deb.
Hello all. Good morning.
It's good evening for most of us over here. Right,
Sorry,
tonight we're going to
Saturday
do a similar thing to what we did last week, where we did the spirit box sessions between here and Australia. But we are going to do a series of little telepathy and remote viewing type experiments from across the well, it ain't across the pond; it's literally across the globe. What we're going to do is three of us will actually either hold up a little object or draw a picture while one of us is blindfolded, and then we will try and concentrate on it and send it to the person who's blindfolded to see if they get any sort of impressions or anything popping up into their head of what they're seeing. Basically, the way we'll do it is whoever's blindfolded will just say things that pop into their head. Now, I apologise beforehand because strange things pop into my head, and I will just say them if they do. Hi, Stephen. Welcome. We'll do that for an hour or so, or however long we carry it on, and then we'll have our normal general paranormal chat at the end of it. Julie and Deb might be a little tired tonight because we were only literally speaking on Discord 7 hours ago, and they've had to go to bed in between. So Julie and Deb are probably knackered. Yeah, you are doomed, Anne, because honestly, the things that pop into my head you wouldn't believe. Have you got Deb's phone number, Julie?
I think I do, don't I, Deb?
I'm pretty sure you do, because I called you last week.
Because you're going to have to ring Deb when she's blindfolded to know. Mind you, you can actually listen to the stream tonight if you want to, or you can listen to music or whatever you want to do.
No, I plan to listen to music.
Yeah, well, it's entirely
I want it to be
so,
as unpolluted. Yeah. And I've already picked a frequency, so when I'm ready, I'll let Sam know, so she can monitor that if she wants.
Okay. I've got Sam's number and Sam's got mine, but I'm just going to leave my stream running and listening to the general sounds, but I'm just going to be blindfolded. So do not describe to anybody what you're holding up. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who we're going to start with. Who wants to be first guinea pig, so to speak?
I'll do it. I don't mind.
Okay, then.
She can talk. She can talk as fast as she bloody types this one. I was just about to open my mouth. She can talk as fast as she types.
Okay, so I take the headphones off so I can't hear you.
Yeah, but you'll need your phone because Deb's going to have to ring you when the time's up.
Yeah, I'll have that plugged into my ears. All right.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to start, I think, with an item rather than an actual picture. I don't know what you two are going to do.
I hadn't considered anything, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. So just give us a thought. I don't know whether she can hear us still at the moment. Probably not.
I think she'll do it anyway. I think that's a go.
Right, okay. So you can either draw something, Sam, or hold up an object, concentrate, show it to the camera what you're going to do. I can actually say what I'm going to show you because Julie's not listening to the stream at the moment. She's listening to music. What I am actually holding up, believe it or not, is a fossil of some kind of snaily type thing, but it's actually turned into crystal. So that's the thing I'm going to be concentrating on to see if she gets anything like, little green snail shell or whatever, little brown snail shell. And it's quite crystallized. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what you're going to do, Deb.
I'm holding up on my key ring.
Okay, hopefully you can all hear me.
Yeah.
Eye of
Okay.
Horus.
Right, okay. Oh, hang on. Can you just carry on a sec? My landlord's decided to ring me.
Okay.
I've got I don't know what you call that green crystal, but I've got one of these boxes.
Brown?
Jade.
Yeah, and it's full of my own tumbled crystals. Some quartz.
Julie's already said brown, and that crystallized fossil thing of Brett's from here looks brown. Or did I misinterpret that? Circle.
A lot of my stones are, as you can see, brown.
Oh, okay.
You see that?
Yeah, I can.
Do you know? There's an element of iron in some of these.
Oh.
House?
Well, we're all in houses. Oh, and it's lined with green, just in case she comes out with the colour green.
Okay. Good tip.
With a gold rim on it.
Sorry about that.
That's a nice box.
My dumbass landlord is going, oh, what's the matter with your lights? I'm like, I explained all this to you yesterday and the day before. All right, I'll get the electrician and talk to the electrician. Has Julie said anything yet? Alexa.
Yeah.
Don't turn her on. She's listening now.
She's mentioned brown, round, house, and Alexa.
Well, that's brown and round.
That's what I said.
These are brown and round as well.
Yeah.
Some of them are.
I'm not quite sure how
Alexa, shut up. Just keep concentrating on it, see if she gets anything else.
Book?
Book. Well, she's had a couple of it so far with brown and round. What was what was the other thing she said?
House. And as Sam
House.
said, we're all in a house.
Yeah. Hi, Mandy. Oh, I forgot I'd set that. I forgot I'd set. The rent is actually due, Anne, and basically he ain't can get in it until he sorts my lighting out. Simple as. Yeah, I've set the night bot up. I forgot about that. So it might be a bit funny with words you say or doing caps and stuff. Hi, Mandy. Sorry about that. Nightbot's just kicked in and told you off for using caps. I forgot I'd set Nightbot up. Oh, why is it moaning about emotes?
And Luna.
Come on, Julie. I'm slow on picking shit up tonight.
Black?
Black? Is there anything black on? Is there anything black in your box, Sam?
No, except my soul.
Right, and the
No.
other thing I've got for the chat while we're doing this, I have got a little box here, and there is something inside it. So everybody in the chat, if you have a think about it, and then later on, and people on the panel, I will ask you what you think is inside that little box, and we'll see if anybody guesses it. It's nothing too overly difficult. It's nothing rude either.
I was going to say it's not a condom.
No. Hi, Luna. Hi, Jace. Yeah, that's the point, Mandy. She said house while I was speaking to the landlord. That's a point.
Thinking of Kaya.
Kaya. Where is Kaya? Kaya's in the kitchen, I think. So what stones? What's that?
My chimes.
All right.
Do you want me to stop them?
No,
It's got a dog bowl.
a dog bowl.
Mm. Mm.
No, it's definitely not a dog bowl. It's a little snail fossil. But it's brown and it is round, so that was pretty good straight away. She also said book. Look how Sam's Onyx box opens like a book. That's a good point, Mandy.
Oh, I needed that.
Wood.
Wood. Your box is wood in it, Sam.
No, it's made out of jade.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy as a brick.
Right, what we're doing, Luna, is the three of us have actually each got an item that we've concentrated on and we've tried to send.
Something wood. Or of
Send
the
it.
earth.
That's the fossil.
The fossil.
Yeah, of the earth. What we've done, we've each got an item, and we're trying to get we're trying to send to Julie images of what it actually is. Hi, Elizabeth. I've used a little snail fossil. Deb has used an Eye of Ra key ring, and Sam used a box of various stones in there, polished stones. So it's quite interesting with the things, because that's the little thing I've got,
Wood,
and it
tree,
is actually
paper, book.
brown. She's adamant about books.
Mm.
It is actually brown and it is actually round, which is two of the first things she actually came out with. I'll be totally crap at this because I'm as psychic as a cardboard box, I tell you.
Oh, you and me both. I'm sensitive, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether it's really relevant. The pet was wrong, but there's a bowl to my left shoulder. The
Bell.
filter for the cat.
Did she say bells then?
I'm not sure what she said, to tell you the truth.
Did you catch what she said, Sam? I thought she said bells.
I thought she said that too.
And it was just as your chimes were going off.
Yep.
Do you think hypnosis could switch on telepathy? Quite possibly, because if you think about it, hypnosis delves right into your subconscious, and that is where telepathy, if it does exist, that is where it will come from. It's definitely something from the subconscious mind. Yeah, she did say bells, just as your wind chimes were ringing. Deb.
Do you know when she said tree? I wonder what she'd be referring to this. That's right beside me.
Metal.
Could be.
Oh,
Metal.
Ring.
metal ring.
Metal with
Well,
ring.
Not that
Yep.
kind of ring, Brett.
Yeah, she did. I thought she said bells, Luna. She said bowls earlier on. She did mention a pet bowl earlier on.
I'm just so used to seeing it, I forgot all about it. She said dog, but it could have been. It was an animal bowl for water.
Right, do you want to phone her and stop it then, Deb? Because we've got a load of these to go through. We've all
Rightio.
got. Hopefully, we've all got multiple stuff.
Flower.
Flower.
Just a photo.
That was quite interesting.
Was it?
You said brown and circle, right?
Yeah.
And what I was doing is a small brown fossil of a
Oh,
snail.
I kept going back to the earth.
Yeah, and then you also said something to do with the earth,
Yeah.
and I'd got a little brown. But two of the very first things you actually said was brown and circle, and that is I don't you can't really see it very well, but that is actually a fossilized snail.
I was going to say crystal kind of a thing at one point, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, close. I got the all-seeing eye on my key ring.
Oh, metal.
Yep, a metal
Mhm.
ring.
Oh, ring, yes.
And Sam has got
a jade box full of crystals.
Oh,
Which
I
are
was
also
going to say
brown.
crystal.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to do it next. So I'm going to take my headphones. Sam, you're going to have to ring me at the end of this.
Right, I'm
Okay.
going to get my phone here.
Okay, but what I'll do, I'll put my headphones on. I'll take my headphones off. Sorry. Put me blindfold on, and then I'll give it a second or so, and then you can start doing your stuff. I'll stick my fingers up when it's ready for you to show people what you've got. Okay.
okay.
I'll wait for Sam to come back to tell her. But I'll warn you beforehand. I am as psychic as a cardboard box. I am going to get no hits doing this whatsoever.
Yeah, well,
You
I
never
can't
know.
get even a bloody song in a quiz. I'm just going to go and get my blindfolds.
Okay. Right, Sam, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my blindfold on and then stick my thumbs up, and then you can do your next item. Okay?
Right.
Right, I'm going to take this off now, and I'm going to mute myself so I can't hear what's going on. And you'll see in the chat that I'm actually muted.
Okay. It's a good experiment.
I'm trying to find the number. I got it.
Hi, Rachel.
Rachel Keys is in the house.
I'll unmute myself for a second.
Okay.
You look like Karate Kid.
Yeah.
How long does it take to find a phone? Did you drop
don't
it
know.
down the sofa or something? Right, I'm gonna mute this now. Put my blindfold on and stick my thumbs up.
Okay.
And I can't see a thing with. Hang on, I can't see nothing without my glasses on. Which one's the mute button? That one.
So you don't even need a blindfold. Sorry.
No, you're right.
I just thought I've got to unmute myself so that I can actually talk on the channel. But I've took my headphones off so I can't hear anything. I'll cover my ear holes.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Right. Who goes first? Me? Sam?
Yeah, you go.
All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my phone? Okay.
That's my AirPod carry case and charger.
He's not going to like that.
No.
Right, something square. Something white. And for some really odd reason, this is really freaky. For some really odd reason, I'm getting the impression I'm sitting on a cliff edge, looking down on a beach with the sea. I don't know what that's got to do with anything, but that's the image I've got in my head at the moment. I told you strange things come into my head. Trees, as in a forest, not just one tree, a lot of trees, conifer trees. So whether that's wood related, I do not know. But I'm just seeing trees, a coniferous forest. Coniferous,
Wood.
not carnivorous. Rocks, something to do with the sea. I keep seeing the sea. I don't know why I keep flashing back to the sea.
I'm less than 10 minutes away from the ocean.
Oh, that's a weird image. I've just got an image of a sideboard, like a chest of drawers, an old-fashioned chest of drawers, and they're brown with brass handles. That was a bit odd.
The stones that I used in yours, Julie, were stones that I
now
got
I'm seeing
from
the sky with clouds, so I'm getting something to do with air.
my favourite beach.
Birds, definitely birds. Seagulls again. I've got this obsession with the coast for some reason. I don't know why. I keep flashing back to the coast and a cliff with a beach, a
I
shingly
almost
type beach
chose this.
with rocks and water.
Maybe
So I
it's
don't know what the
that.
connection is there.
Yeah.
But I keep
Well,
flashing
water,
back to
I've
that
got the
cliff
pool.
scene for some really weird reason.
On the coast is that one.
Yeah.
Now I can see a door. Why would I see a door?
Goes through the
Typical
door,
wooden
right?
door with a 4 panels in it. Don't know why I've just seen that. That's a bit odd. Keep coming back to the coast. I keep getting that vision flashing back into my head. I'm on top of a cliff, and I'm looking over, not right on the edge of the cliff, but I'm looking over the edge of the cliff, and in the distance I can see the coastline, which is rocky, and there's a beach at the bottom. And I don't know why I keep seeing that. I'm just obsessing about the coast for some reason.
Yeah, I've been thinking about going back to
That's really odd.
Inch
And
Island.
seagulls, and all the typical things you associate with the coast, the sea, the waves, the colours white and blue. The rocks are really dark; they're almost black. That's funny. They almost look like granite or marble, not your typical coastline rocks. They look quite dark.
And a lighthouse would be on a rocky
For some reason, I've just seen a cat. I don't know why. And something with whiskers. I've told you my head's screwed up. I've just seen some kind of rodent with whiskers. It may have been a squirrel. I don't know. It was rodenty and it was twitching its nose. That was the last thing that popped in my head. And I'm seeing Sam sitting. Why am I seeing Sam? Sam's just popped into my head. Sitting exactly as she is now with her orange T-shirt on. So I don't know why I've just had an image of Sam flash into my head.
I had the same
And something
thing
to do with lights.
when I was blindfolded.
Like fairy lights, possibly. A string of lights.
Sam's got
That's an odd one.
Torch.
It's almost like Christmas tree lights, but stretched out. That's odd. And fabric, curtains, that kind of thing, hanging fabric. Orange. Why the colour orange? I'm obsessing on your T-shirt now, Sam. I don't know why. Because I'm seeing orange things.
String a light around my door that has curtains.
That's really odd.
That used to be my background.
This is interesting. Now I'm sitting. Now I've just had the image of something like a computer chip, and straight away I thought something to do with technology and circuit boards. I don't know why that one popped in my head, but I saw a computer chip, and then it immediately swapped to a circuit board, and then
Which
maybe
is new.
technology.
Which I just
That
picked up from Rachel's
was odd.
house.
And a ring, not as in jewelry ring, but I can see a circular ring, almost like a line drawing of a circle on white paper in black. Oddly enough, that was the very first thing I thought of when first thing that popped into my head when I put the blindfold on was a square piece of paper or a rectangular piece of white paper with nothing on it. It was just pure, a clean sheet of paper. It was definitely a white square wherever it was. And now I've mentioned a square paper, I'm now seeing a window. divided into 4 panes. So there's like a cross with a frame.
Have a look behind me.
And outside, I'm
Windows.
looking through the window now, and I can
There's
see
4 panels on the
I can see
plantation blinds.
hills and long grass. A field, but it's a field of long grass. It's not wheat or nothing. It's just long grass
That's my view.
and a tree, and it's windy.
I've got a
So
park
we're
across the
referencing
road.
with air. I don't know why we're referencing air.
Oh, trees.
No
Yeah.
idea.
I've got a park straight across the road with a whole bunch
Now
of trees.
the word purple just popped
Gum
into my
trees.
head.
Purple colour.
This is
Whatever.
freaky.
Purple.
And gold. And now Christmas
Kiwi.
bauble. Why the fuck am I seeing a Christmas bauble? Right, okay, I'm seeing a
Christmas
gold
bauble.
Christmas bauble, and it's got a band around the middle of it, and there is like glittery scene on it. I don't know what it is, but that's what just popped in my head. I don't know why, but a bauble
The
off a
eye.
Christmas tree, and it's gold with a white band around the middle of it, almost like, it looks like a planet, but it's a bauble.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Christmas
The
bauble,
eye.
and there's a glittery scene around the middle of
It's
it.
gold,
Told you my head's screwed up.
and it's got
This
an
is
eye
how my
around it.
mind works.
It's got
Let's send him Sam's
Okay.
item.
Now I've just seen that was an odd one. I've just seen a rocket, but a cartoon image of a rocket, like shaped like a bullet with the little 4 fins on the bottom. That was what I just saw, was an image of a rocket, and now I'm seeing the moon and something to do with the planets and space. This is trippy. I've got to be honest.
we've
This is
still
really
got a full
trippy.
moon.
Yeah, that's one of Xavier's subjects too. The solar system.
Stars, lights, lots of lights. Back to the fairy lights again. I should never go to a psychiatrist, ever. They'd have a nervous breakdown. Now saying that, I can see a chair, a leather, like a psychiatrist chair that you lie down on, like a couch. And now that's making me think of tattoos, and also making me think of doctors. Why? Medical stuff. Something sharp, like a needle. Something with a point on it. Ooh, get off that. Medicine bottles or jars, some kind of container type thing. Circular. Definitely circular. Definitely a container. Maybe pill
Janet made a
bottles. Don't know.
cheesecake last night. We've got those cake stands.
Now I'm seeing a pyramid.
outside.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting all geometric images. I'm getting shapes, hexagons,
I saw a macabre
Pentagons.
star.
Sacred
the
geometry.
12-sided ones. I can't remember
Yeah.
what they're called. Decadohedron or whatever the
Tetrahedron.
hell they're called. A trapeze, a diamond-shaped thing, or a trapeze thing. And now I'm thinking of an elephant. Why the fuck am I thinking of an elephant? Now a
I've got
tiger.
a jade
Now I'm
elephant
thinking of the
sign.
jungle and back to trees again with
Close.
plants. Lots of lush jungle, planty type, outdoors, that kind of thing. Back to the beach
my-
again. Why do I keep coming back to that beach scene? That is really weird. I keep getting this same beach scene in my head. Back on top of the cliff, looking across, seeing the edge of the cliff, the beach, and the rocks in the distance, and it curves around like a
Yeah.
cove. That is freaky.
Yeah,
And there's a log. There's a log on the beach. Why am I seeing a fucking log on the beach?
because I was sitting on a log the last time. Me and Rachel. If Rachel's
It's
in the
either a
chat,
log or a tube. I'm
If
presuming
Rachel's
it's a
in-
log lying on the beach.
if Rachel is in the chat, she can
Ooh,
confirm.
now I'm
that
seeing
we
a metal cylinder. And for some reason, I thought of a fountain pen. I don't know why I thought of a fountain pen.
If Rachel's in the chat,
And
can
an
you
arrow.
confirm that we
Points. I'm
sat,
getting points now. Something sharp. Something
It
sharp
is,
with
Pat.
points.
we sat
Yeah.
on a big
Points,
wooden
points,
log
points,
on the
points.
beach?
Back to
Our
the
last
star again. A yellow star.
That is cool.
And for some odd reason, I've just thought of emojis. Why have I thought of emojis? I've just thought of the smiley face emoji, and with us messing with emojis yesterday, Julie. All the
Yeah.
emojis have just popped into my head. And the colour red and yellow, everything's red and yellow at the moment. And now I'm seeing mist. Can we hurry up and finish this? Because this is getting really spaced out and freaky.
Yeah.
Right.
Call him.
This is
Yeah.
Give him a ring.
this is almost trippy. I've got to the point where these images are just flashing one after the other through my head. Oh shit! Now there's a clown. Shit, there's a clown.
So Sam's got a doll.
I know the clowns. I saw the clown. There was definitely a clown at the end.
There's a clown right above my head.
You were picking up on a lot of Sam. Lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that beach scene kept coming back into my head, and it was basically a cliff. I was standing back from the edge of the cliff, and then there was just a little bit of land, and then there was a curve, the cliff edge. Yeah, it was the coast. I kept getting the coast.
Blue and white.
Yeah.
Rachel, can you confirm that we were sitting on a wooden log on the beach on our last investigation at Inch Island? Rachel's in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
That was freaky because once it started, it was just one picture after another going through my head.
Because you connected to more.
One picture triggered another one.
And those stones that I used in yours, Julie, those stones came from that beach, basically.
Yeah.
But that was really coming back to me all the while, was that coast scene. It was really strange. It was like looking down on a cove, but from on top of a cliff.
Yeah.
When you said right at the beginning about a little white box or something, I had my AirPod charger.
Straight on it, you were.
Yeah, that was what I saw, a white rectangle or a square. It was, like a piece of paper.
Yep. The original one I chose was this. I almost chose the lighthouse, and then you started going on about the cliff and all of that, and I picked it up, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Honestly, that was freaky. That was really weird.
Yeah.
Rachel is associated with clowns, and I have a clown in a case above my head, but my item was your favorite friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why at the end, right at the very end, I got clown, and why I saw an elephant, I do not know. And I'll tell you what made me jump. Well, that might have been, what made me jump to elephant was, when I started to see all the shapes. Then I saw the trapeze thing, and I thought that's like one of the things an elephant used to stand on at the circus, and that was why my mind then jumped to elephant. That was how my mind. That was how my mind was going. It was literally one image was triggering my mind to think about the next one. So that was freaky. That was really, really freaky.
You did it better than me. I should have kept talking like you did, because I had the same thing. It was like a roll of things happening in my head. Yeah.
Well, we can do another round each if you want to, after all four of us have done it, because
Yep.
But that was odd. That was really odd.
You did good.
You did better than you thought.
Really good. Yeah.
My eyes are funny now. Which one of you two want to go next, Sam or
I will.
Deb? Go on then, Deb.
All right. Well, I'll mute my...
Yeah, just stick your thumbs up when you're ready to go, and I'll show something. Hi, Jackie. Is that what Deb goes to sleep wearing?
Hi, Jackie.
Right, she's ready. Right, this is mine. This is mine, and I've selected this because it's really pretty coloured.
Ooh, it is pretty. All right.
So what you picking, Julie?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
And it's got salt.
I thought that was I thought that was a black thong when you first held it up. I thought
no. No. Oh, she's looking. She just ruined that. Oh.
Nah.
No, we can't hear.
Now you've got to unmute yourself.
I'll choose something else.
Yeah, and me.
How's that?
Yeah, you got to unmute yourself. Just make sure you can't hear the stream. Because I realised that when I went to do mine, I thought I can't mute myself because nobody's going to hear what I'm saying otherwise.
Hang on, let me put my glasses on. Okay.
I have other things. Hang on.
Wait, don't show me yet because when I put
Yeah.
it on mute, you can't hear me, can you?
No.
So you won't be able to
No.
hear the responses.
So just take your earbuds out or something. If that's the easiest way
Right.
to do. If you can't hear them.
Right.
Right, I'll change it up.
Okay, I've got to be careful with this one that I don't drop it. Is that a cod piece?
I know it's a abalone shell, the most expensive shellfish in the world.
Right, I've got a crystal
As
ball.
in
What you
darkness?
light as in darkness? Okay, Sam, what you using?
I've got a ball as well, but it's
Green like in running water?
Running water. So you've got your tin foil ball, ain't you?
yeah.
It's daylight and there's greenery either side, both sides of it.
Thank you, Anne.
Oh, I don't know. It looked like cod piece, Sam.
Lead pencil,
Lead pencil.
wood, and lead.
I'll hold on
Lead?
to it so I can send
That's
it to her.
she's just said lead. Now that's interesting because that crystal ball is lead crystal.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Sound card.
Sound card. I see. Go. I love them. I love them wind chimes of Debs.
Fire
Yeah.
or heat?
Fire or eat. Right as Sam's lighting a cigarette.
Oh,
Green.
Green. That's
Just the colour green. Seems to be a theme.
Oh, Seago's just said for your information, Brett, while you were on about emojis, I was timed out by the robot gods for using too many, lol. That's interesting. I don't know why the emojis popped into my head.
A box?
A box.
Loads of boxes here, right beside.
Yeah, I've got that little box
It
here.
doesn't
That
have a
people.
little cube.
By the way, for people who've just come in, there is a little box there where I've got something in. I'm leaving it till a bit later on, and then everybody, panel and people in the chat, can have a guess as what's in there.
Don't ask me why, but a kitchen utensil that you mash potato with. It's metal.
It's amazing
Somebody-
the things that pop into your head when you're doing this.
it is.
Coco, can you dream quietly?
Hearing. Hearing aid? I don't know.
Oh, she's thinking of Jay's.
It's like a Fibonacci sequence shell.
Shell.
That also ties in with Brett's speech.
Yeah.
Yes.
Picking up on that.
Plane.
Yeah.
Aeroplane.
Aeroplane.
I've an airplane, Spurs of St. Louis aircraft radio right in front of me.
No, you're not going out.
A jet. Plane. Fighter. Air Force.
Spurs of St. Louis wouldn't don't think it was a jet. It was a propelled.
I
But
smell
it was
musk.
it was classed as a fighter, wasn't it?
I think it was a fighter jet. It's a fighter plane.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
First plane to cross the Atlantic from New York to Paris on the 20th of May, just past.
Stop singing. You're not going out.
1927.
That bloody shell was spot on.
Yeah, it was. And she just
Yeah,
said,
I
"Mark,
like them chimes,
The
Pat.
dog with a long
the
tail.
dog."
I've just been telling Kaya off.
Light brown
Yeah,
for an animal.
Yeah.
Light brown. Cool.
Tan.
Kaya,
Kaya, come on.
Kaya,
There you
cuckoo.
go. There you go.
Oh,
Light brown.
Solar system. The universe? Not sure.
Does that look like a planet?
Planets.
Yeah, it does actually.
for a planet.
Did she
And plus-
just say? She
and-
said
and-
planet.
Yeah, and
Planet.
the same with the crystal ball. It's a globe.
Yeah.
Hmm. She's on the right track.
I want to say nose, but I don't know why.
I'll
I
say
just
it.
scratched my nose.
This-
I just
This,
scratched my-
yeah, this is the thing. But regardless of how weird and wonderful it sounds, just say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a problem with my webcam, and hopefully that's going to be rectified soon.
Meadow. It's long and it's just got a lot of grass and yellow flowers in it.
That's exactly what I saw. Looking out of a window, it was looking across a meadow.
I kept picking up on flowers like a carnation.
Yeah,
with me.
that was
Yeah.
exactly what I
Looks
saw.
pretty.
Was a meadow. When I looked through that window, there was a tree. There was a meadow with long grass and a tree in it.
Blue.
You can do it, Dan.
Chocolate.
Oh, we all like chocolate.
Just the
I was
colour.
just thinking, yes, thank you.
Oh, the colour, she said.
The colour. Yeah, Brett's jacket is blue.
It's grey, but because of the light,
Is
it looks
it?
blue.
Yeah.
Because of the
does
light,
look
it looks blue.
Numb.
Shadow.
No,
A nun.
Tingling sensation.
now I
Oh,
thought you said
numb.
norm. I thought
Yeah.
you said norm.
Yeah.
That wouldn't
Electric.
surprise me, Pat.
I saw something earlier too, Pat.
Oh no, I forgot to tell you the other day, and I ain't even told Jason yet. I went out into the back garden the other day. Yes, was it yesterday or the day before? Came back in, and I swear to God, there was a young kid standing in the corner where Kaya's bed was, and I saw him literally for an heartbeat, and it was gone. And I swear to God, it was a young
Motorbike.
lad standing in
Oh
the
my.
corner,
That would have been bloody
modern
terrifying.
dressed and everything. But it was like literally one of them things where you see in the blink of an eye, and it was gone.
Salt.
It was gone. Mm.
Salt. Hi, Tara.
See, that's the second time musk and salt, and that's what I burn in this. My incense.
Is it?
Yeah. That's what I originally picked.
Computer chip.
See, I saw that as well. I actually saw a processor and then a circuit board.
A bit like Brett. I see a circuit board.
Right after I say it, look.
We're connecting with each other.
Would a stick of memory do? That's right
Yeah.
beside here.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah. That was what I saw. Sam, a circuit board.
Yeah, stick of memory. I have to put it in my computer. I just have it here
Jeez.
beside me.
The mathematical symbol for infinity.
Okay, do you want to ring a Julie and pull her out?
Yep.
That's been really interesting.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ, that made me jump. I don't know about Deb. I just said that made me jump. I don't know about you.
Oh, scared the shit out of me. I was in. Oh, look, cramp.
There were some really weird things going on there.
Really?
First of all,
Yeah.
you said lead. Right, we'll show you what mine is actually a lead crystal.
Oh, right here.
So that was the first hit you got almost straight at the beginning. Go on, show you what you got, Julie.
Shell.
A shell, and you actually said shell.
And you also said musk and salt, which is what I originally picked because I burned my incense in it, and it's got salt in it. That's salt and ash.
Oh, my God.
And you said flame or fire literally
Yeah.
as soon as Sam was lighting a cigarette up. Literally
Yeah,
as she was lighting it
yeah.
up.
Yeah, I was like heat or fire. Something, yeah.
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 And my item
Yep.
is a foil ball, basically, and it's like a
You started
planet,
to see
basically.
planets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw round.
Yeah.
Yeah, round things. And then as soon
that
as
also ties into the crystal ball.
Brett was talking about how he was seeing circuit boards, and just bam, you said circuit
Yeah.
board.
I said I was seeing
saw a
circuit.
circuit board with a
Yeah,
chip.
well, that was what I saw, and I said I was seeing circuit boards, and straight away you went circuit board, literally right after I said it.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. You'll have to watch it back. Right, it's Sam's turn now. So
Yeah.
now
Right.
Sam.
I didn't think I'd get that good.
Sam won
Indeed.
my very first psychic test streams, and her intuition was brilliant. I'm dying to see how this goes.
Oh,
I'm nervous.
Oh,
Am
no,
I
don't
able to,
be.
can I use this as I'm thinking?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a sound effects thing.
yeah, whatever you want.
I want to see if it's
But that was really weird. How you literally hit on Sam as she was lighting the cigarette. You went flame or fire, and then when I said circuit board, you literally, it was like you were an echo to me.
Yeah. Bam. Straight away.
is that too loud?
No.
No,
You'll
just
be able to
gotta
hear
take
me
it.
over that.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
thank you, Pat. They're cathedral chimes.
Yeah, I'm going to completely disconnect my headphones and take them off and stuff. So I'm
Okay.
going to do that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stick. Right, you ready?
Yep.
You can see Sam used to be in some kind of military thing. Has got a bank robber balaclava. That's mine. Now that's got real
Very
sentimental value to me, because that's a myth and magic figure, and that was the very first thing that was bought on Jay's behalf for me when he was born. That was my first Father's Day gift.
Oh,
is
that's
what I
nice.
wanted.
Into my head.
Right, she's off.
Well, I'm using a cat brush, which
It's
has
a
got
grave, right? It's a gravestone. It's a column. It's got a sort of a lip at the bottom, a lip at the top, a kind of a square column, and then a column coming from the top, and it's kind of tapered inwards. and the name Mary Scallon is on it, and it's 190. It's early 1900s. I don't know if that's the birth or the death date. I'm
Ain't
not
it
quite
weird?
sure
Ain't it
about
weird
that.
how specific these things come to you?
Yeah, it
know.
is.
I don't know. It was just something that came into my head. Like,
That fucking sound effect thing she's got is creepy. It sounds like someone breathing.
Yeah.
Sounds like an aqua tank or something. Oh,
Yeah, like a sensory deprivation thing.
Yeah.
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 What did I call them last week? A flotation tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a star, but it's not a conventional star. There's long pointed things coming out of it. It's not even a 5-pointed star. It's multiple, and it's multiple.
Look at the claws on that.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
circle in the middle of it.
Points with
A circle in the middle. A
of
circle
it.
in the middle of it. The skull.
Yeah.
I just saw the circle in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, God, she looks creepy.
And
with
it's
that
not.
one.
It's not even natural. It's something artificial. It's something.
Ooh.
Made from metal, a silver.
It's pewter. It's pewter. That skull is solid pewter. It weighs a ton.
Wow.
Now, the last three things that have come out of Sam's mouth all describe that skull.
Name Kieran's
Yeah.
just come into my head. It's just I don't know where that's coming from. Came into my head and I put it aside, but there's a book.
A book.
I'm drawn towards that shelf, and I know I know it's Judy's shelf, but I don't know what kind of books is on that shelf.
Do you know, I didn't even realise you'd got books on that shelf. I'd never even
Yeah.
noticed that.
But I'm drawn towards a book. What is
My fantasy, sci-fi, and kids books.
Is that your collection of 50 Shades of Grey books?
No, they're in the bedroom.
I thought you said they were your fantasy books.
Sci-fi, fantasy, like vampires and stuff.
History of Australia?
I do have one of them for Xavier's
Yeah.
homeschooling. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's
White
like a-
cover. It's not a solid hardback book, but it's it's a cardboard cover. It's white cover and it's got a black image of a building on it.
She just
Like
said
a
she just said it's got white. It's a white cover
castle
with a black image on it.
Mansion of type.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Something like that. But it's on a white background with a black. The image of the church or mansion or castle is it's just
Mountain,
that's all it
yes.
is. There's no
Yeah.
scenery or anything like that. It's just a picture of that castle and
Oh, the mountain, the sand dunes on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's seeing. What's that big pile of stuff? Is that a
Sand
cart or
dunes.
something?
That's camels.
I wonder if she's seen that as a castle.
Well, this is like mountains, sand dunes.
Yeah.
a silver car. I don't know what that is about.
A silver car.
Silver car.
Mine's atomic red. So I'm out.
Mine's white.
I ain't got one. No, remote viewing's different to telepathy, Pat. Telepathy is actually passing thoughts between
Seen a
thoughts and
tree.
images between two
Tree.
minds, and remote viewing is actually seeing a place. This is like a combination of the two.
It's not a huge tree, but
A
it
tree.
looks like it's kind of.
Yeah.
There's got lots of textures to it, and it's just sitting. It's just in a.
It's in a
It's an area
stand.
of, around it is kind of sand. And it's just on its own.
It is on its own.
Yeah, it is.
Sandstone concrete. It's in a pot on a stand on its own.
Sand.
Blue
Yeah.
ribbons on it.
What did she say then?
It's got what?
Blue
No,
ribbon.
it's got
There's white, blue,
White, blue,
red,
red.
all kinds of ribbons and stuff tied to this tree.
Oh. Sounds like a maypole.
Yeah.
oh,
It's like one of those trees that you make a wish, or you put a prayer on the tree, and you tie it onto the branch.
Oh.
you wouldn't put one on that one. It's called Devil's Ivy.
Oh.
Maybe Sam's
Pray-
secretly a devil
Pray to
worshipper.
Desmond. Pray to Desmond.
Sam's,
Yeah.
Sam's a secret Satanist. It's a prayer tree.
Sam.
Sam the Satanist. What the fuck? That weren't me.
That's not us.
That weren't us. You better jump.
1, 2. Hello.
Believe it or
wasn't-
not, that wasn't us. I don't know who just rang you, but it wasn't us.
It wasn't us. You were doing good too.
Damn.
Do you know what was really freaky, Sam? You said you could see something with sharp points on it, with a circle in the middle, and it was silver and made of metal, right? That was
Yeah.
3 statements you made right after each other.
All right.
That was what I'd actually shown.
Yeah.
And that is made of solid pewter.
Right.
So there's points on it. There's a circle in the middle, which is the skull. It's silver and it's made of metal. It's
Yeah.
solid pewter. It weighs a ton.
Yeah.
So I had this one, which hadn't come up as yet. But the interesting thing was you started picking up the bookshelf and you can't see the shelves below me. But on the shelves below me was this book. The Exploration of Australia. You said the history of Australia with mountains, sand dunes.
Sand dunes
Oh yeah.
on the cover.
Yeah. I seen it was kind of like there wasn't any grass and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. See, what you've got to understand with stuff like this as well, you don't always see. Yeah, she did mention gravestones at the beginning, Mandy, which is to do with the skulls. You don't always see exactly what, you see your interpretation of it.
Yeah.
You can't zoom a full picture into somebody's head, but maybe they're picking up impressions of what what you've actually seen and know about.
Yeah. Rachel is still in the chat, and the other day Rachel's phone went up. We had ordered some food, and before she had picked up the phone, I says, "That's the restaurant. There's no red fish." She picked up the phone. It's the restaurant. Sorry, we've no red fish.
No red fish.
Do you know? But I can't turn it on and off that. Do you know what I mean? If you're sitting here and you've other things on your mind, I must get bread in the morning. That's going to cloud what's coming in. You have to be, relaxed in that.
Well, I've got an interesting story to tell you, and Julie knows this because I've already told Julie the other day. Last week on my stream when we were talking about, I do this thing where sometimes I think of somebody I've never spoke, I ain't seen for ages, and they suddenly pop up. The day after, on my YouTube, and I posted all the chat to Julie, a girl popped up on my channel who I haven't spoken to for 30 years. And it was the girl whose house we were doing the Ouija board in that I was talking about the night before. I mentioned it to her. Not only did she remember it happening, she actually gave me the name of the spirit we were talking to at the time, which was Reggie, which was my right now. I only ever did that one spirit board session with her, and she has remembered that and the name of the spirit we were talking to, who went crazy in that living room 30 years later. And I actually posted the conversation to Julie, and I haven't spoken to Donna in 30 years. And she literally popped up on my YouTube the following day. I posted it all to Julie. I said, you ain't going to believe this. And all I said to her was, can you remember when we did that Ouija board in your nan's house? And she said, because that's what she popped up on my board about, talking about a nan. And she said, yeah. I still go past the pub, which was where we initially started the Ouija board before we moved into the house, and still think about that guy, Reggie. Now, that was from one Ouija board session 30 years ago, and it was that memorable for us. She still remembers it 30 years later, right down to
you wouldn't forget it.
No, right down to the name of the spirit. I couldn't believe she remembered his name. I couldn't believe it. 30 years later, she can still remember them. And I said, that's how profound some things, when you're doing things in the paranormal, how profound some things can be, that they stick in your mind for 30 years and you can still instantly recall them, right down to the name of the spirit we were talking to. I couldn't believe it. It really shocked me.
Yeah, well, I'm going to grab another coffee, and we've got lightning and thunder.
Oh, nice. just hope your internet stays intact.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Unlike mine.
It'll add to the atmosphere.
But I thought that was really weird when I posted that to What's It.
Yeah, we've all kind of had a moment like that this week, haven't we?
Yeah. But it's just for it's what they call synchronicity. You actually mention something, and then within a few hours or a few days, something else happens to carry on the synchronizing of it. Yeah. Like I was saying, how sometimes I get contacted by people who I ain't heard of for years, and they suddenly pop up, and then the very next day, not only did somebody pop up from 30 years ago, it was somebody who had actually been talking about the night before in relation to the channel, on the channel. Yeah. It was like a double whammy, that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. That spun me out.
It's like you with your red fish, Sam. Sometimes you get phone calls and you instinctively know who or what it is they're going to be talking about. It's just really freaky. Really, really freaky. But these things tonight have been really interesting.
Yeah, they have.
Sometimes maybe it's your energy is concentrated. It's funneled into that. It's funneled. Like you put your finger on the end of a hose, and the water squirts further.
Yeah.
It's like your energy is doing that on that one certain thing, and that's how you can.
That Sam is actually a really good metaphor for it. That is a really good way of describing it. Is that what we're doing? Are we actually almost focusing it at when we're trying to do this? Whereas normally you're in like a general state where it just happens around you. But can you? Well, from what we've got tonight, it looks like you can aim it. It does look like you can aim it.
Yeah, it's like sometimes, when I go into a shopping centre and there's loads and loads of people, do you know the way our brain is able to distinguish? It can put a number of different voices aside and concentrate on one or the two prominent voices in the crowd.
Yeah.
For me, sometimes that messes up, and I can hear everybody, and it's like an overpowering of the brain, and it starts getting very dizzy. It starts overwhelming you, and that's how And I don't know, is that got to do with, is that connected with people that don't like crowds, or, you know, to say there's a condition for that, but on the other hand, are these people extra sensitive too?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It's like this thing when you can be standing somewhere and you instinctively know that somebody's looking at you, even though you can't see them.
Oh yeah.
And you turn around and they are staring at you. And they say, I can feel their eyes burning into the back of my head.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Is that some kind of psychic gift that everybody has?
Mm.
You know,
Well, they say that everyone has a gift. It's just that some of us aren't tuned into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do believe the more you practice something, psychically wise, the better it gets.
Absolutely.
I think you've got to flex it like any other muscle. You've got to train it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to use it.
You've definitely got to train it.
Yep.
Definitely. But that tonight, the amount of things that we were hitting on is just weird, because you'd expect one or two things. But like Sam, when she described that skull, it was an abstract description of it, but it was spot on. It is a circle with points at the top of it, which were the long nails, and it is made of metal and it's silver. The same when Deb straight away picked up on Sam lighting a cigarette up and me saying circuit board, and she responding to it straight away.
Yeah.
Things like that.
The
The first two words out your mouth when I showed that fossil was brown and circle, which is if I said to somebody, describe that, the first two things I'd say is brown and circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, I didn't mention to you, and I didn't mention to anybody else, but when I was on the way home from Rachel's, I was saying, I want to go to Inch Island soon. And Inch Island was the last place we investigated. And when we investigated, we were on the beach, sitting on this big lump of branch of a tree. And I don't know if Rachel was in the chat there, but she could confirm that we were sitting around a big branch of a tree that was washed up,
Yeah.
And a lot of them stones, them round stones, actually came from that beach, But I didn't mention that.
What was really weird when I was doing it, that image on top of that cliff kept coming back. Now, none of the other images did, but that one I kept getting pulled back to for some reason, and it was exactly the same image every time it popped into my head. It was on a. I weren't right on the edge of a cliff, but I was near a cliff edge, so you could see there was a cliff, and then I could see the beach down below and the rocks, and then I saw this log lying on a beach.
Yeah, that's why I kept coming back to this, because they're usually up on the cliff. But then you saw the log, and Sam was like, well, I was sitting on the log on the beach, and I said, he's tapping into more than one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it was definitely like an outcropping of rock. It curved round, like I said, like a cove, which is where you normally see lighthouses. It's stuck on the end.
Yep.
And that was what I was getting. It was a coastal thing, and it kept pulling me back to the coastal thing, because I kept seeing seagulls and stuff like that. So it was definitely a reference to the coast, because everything I was seeing was referencing the coast. It was really weird, and they were just tumbling through my head, one after the other.
Yeah, Rachel confirmed there that we were around this big branch of tree, and I tripped over it a couple of times, and I was cursing and swearing, and I had to cut that bits out.
Yeah. But it was what was really weird about it, Sam. Why I said the log, because the beach was just like it weren't full. It was sandy, but it wasn't fully sandy. It was one of them where there's not pebbles, but little rocks. So there was rocks mixed in with it, and the only thing that was really visible was this big log. There was nothing else on the beach apart from the little rocks. Then this log lying down.
Well, that's like the little rocks that you collected from the beach that you used when I was blindfolded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I use this technique with my other panel member? Yeah, feel free.
Yeah.
I ain't copyrighted it or anything.
Go for it.
That's where we get our ideas. We get our ideas from other people. Other people get our ideas from us.
And it'll be interesting to see how other people get on with it.
Yeah.
you know. But what I find so good about this is because we're so far apart, and it is almost like instant communication. You know, it's as fast as a telephone call,
Yep.
literally.
Yeah, that's the thing that fascinates me too. We're all in different parts of, the UK and Australia and other sides of the world, but yet we can still pick up on these things when we're communicating with each other.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Well, if you all want to start guessing what's in the box now, so what do you put it in the chat? What you think is in that little wooden box, and what do you two think's in that box?
Is there a key in there?
Okay.
I was
Sam?
getting a key when I was under.
I was thinking a metal and a coin. I'm gonna say a
Okay.
coin. Something round anyway.
We can do the Zen cards next week if you want to, Anne. I'll do the Zen cards next week. That can be the experiment next week with the Zen cards and the other things, the RU psychic stuff. Right. Anne says something crystal or glass. Pat Middleton says a ring pull or a can. What do you think's in my little box, Deb?
I've been listening and trying. Oh, nice, lightning.
How many things are in there?
One.
Okay.
Actually, no. I think there may actually be two, but one of them's just a. Yeah, there is two. So it'll be interesting to see what people put.
I was going to say something really simple like a lighter, something ignition.
Okay. Just waiting to see what everybody else puts. Rachel's put chain. Pocket Watch has put beans.
Hello, pocket watch.
Luna's
Pocket
put
watch.
rings. Luna thinks stones, rings, jewellery. Pat's said the ring pull of a can. Okay. Right.
Hello, Evelyn.
I'll tell you and show you what's in there now. What is really interesting is both the objects in that box are metal, which is what Sam said. You said a key, Julie, which again relates to metal.
Mm-hmm.
What was it you said, Deb? An ignition, lighter and ignition.
Yeah, something ignition.
What? Stephen says ring or coin, so that's metal. What Rachel said is really interesting. Okay. Can you see what Rachel put on there? Is it still on the list?
Chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first thing is a little metal spearhead.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
The interesting one, and the main one in the box, is a pendulum.
Pendulum.
On a chain.
Oh, pendulum.
On a chain.
It's a thing round. All right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
metal,
Yeah.
and it's actually connected to a chain.
How many round things do you have on that? 3? Because I just drew my little key there. Hang on. Where is it?
Yeah.
I suppose you could. There's the pendulum, the key ring, and the chain. That would add up to 3 things.
But that could easily be mistaken as a key.
Yeah.
The little spearhead. That could easily be mistaken as a key. But what was really interesting then was everybody was getting a metal reference.
Yeah, the metal.
Both things in that box were metal, and that was why I deliberately picked 2 things that were exactly the same material.
Mm-hmm.
But it's amazing how people pick things up.
Very cool.
James. Can you 3 just talk a minute, because I need to let Madam out because they're squeaking.
Okay.
And I can run to the loo while I'm doing it. So just carry on talking amongst yourselves about paranormal things, and I'll be back in a sec.
Paranormal things.
Well, let us put our minds together. Well, this has been an interesting experiment once again, when, as you were rightfully pointing out, Julie, given the distance, you're on the East Coast, I'm thousands of kilometres away on the West Coast. Sam and Brett are distanced as well.
Yeah.
And we're all in different in different countries. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
I love the sound of that thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear it now, can you?
Yeah.
We're
God,
getting
that
lightning
sounds good.
flashes as well. That's why I went, ooh.
Yeah, I thought it was too. I like doing things like this, these little experiments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find them completely fascinating. Absolutely.
I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch when I jumped, though, because I was sort of in the zone.
And then I rang and you jumped sky high. Oh my God.
I'm definitely going to have to see how far a 63-year-old can jump.
Yep. Yeah, I was saying to I told Brett and Deb yesterday, I think it was, Sam, that I had a little moment this week. My girls yesterday for school had to dress up in some kind of team colours, you know, a sport team or whatever.
Yeah.
And Monica in particular was going as the Gryffindor Quidditch team from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And Charlotte was in football team colours. So we went to a thrift shop here to see if we could find something. And Monica's like, well, I need this yellow jumper to go with my Gryffindor outfit. And I said, well, you're not going to find one here in the exact shade you need, Mon. I said, you might have to just wear the yellow one you have at home. So I'm going through the kids' clothes. In her size, I found a yellow woolen jumper in the exact shade of yellow she needed, and it had a picture of Harry Potter's face on the front of it.
Gee.
Yeah. Can't figure that.
The universe read. That was crazy. Yeah. So that was my moment.
Yeah, chances of finding something like that, you know.
But so random in a thrift shop.
Yeah.
And her size.
And in yellow. And a Harry
in yellow.
Potter.
Gee.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was cool.
Mandy, you cheeky thing.
And she said, bloody jump.
We all bloody jumped, Deb. Who would have thought a fatty could rise that high?
Oh.
Oh. Shots fired.
Nah.
Oh,
Well, I can't claim-
she said she was talking about herself.
Oh, I'm with you, hun. Don't worry.
I'm back.
Yes, and the earth will always provide.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Do you think that some materials are easy to pick up than others? Like if it was, say, for instance, wooden or metal, do you think it would be easier to pick up than others, or do you think it doesn't really come into play?
I don't know. See, that's an interesting question because I think metal is probably, metal is probably easier to sense, but other ones are probably just easier to remotely view.
Yep.
I just feel like metal is probably the easiest thing to pick up on. That's just a general personal thing, but I honestly think that metal
It's all good, Mandy.
is the easiest one to pick up on.
Do you know,
Yeah.
maybe because metal is some sort of conductor or could store information, maybe, you know, it's prominent that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good points.
Charles, I'm just catching up on the chat. Love a good thunderstorm. It heightens your intuition. See, that's another thing that's always fascinated me. Do you think that things like electrical storms could actually increase paranormal activity?
I do.
Yes.
You know, because if you think about it, you know, a thunderstorm unleashes vast amount of energy.
Yeah.
You know, so we don't know 100% what actually powers any of this stuff. You know, could whatever, you know, because electricity is used in magnetism. It's a form of electricity.
Yeah.
You know, so could the lightning be acting as some kind of buffer or even a fuel?
No wonder I jumped and put me in the mood.
Well,
And
think
it
of it.
says, wouldn't it be what the item gives off the higher vibration to how easy we sense it? I wouldn't say just because it's an higher vibration that we'd sense it. I would say that if we vibrate at a certain frequency, we'd probably pick up more on the things that vibrate closer to us rather than them just being an higher vibration. I think, you'd be more liable to sense something on a vibration that's closer to your own, I'd have thought. But,
Well,
again,
like-
that's just personal. What's it?
Well, like Julie, preparing for this week, I've made sure that I've been cleansing, realigning my chakras with meditations and crystal
Love eggs.
singing bowls and all that sort of stuff, sort of clearing myself this week. So, yeah, maybe with the electricity around me and the thunder and all the lightning, who knows? It may have heightened whatever is around me.
Mm-hmm.
May have played a part, definitely.
Because
Yeah,
I slipped into it pretty quick. Actually, I
Yeah,
was really surprised.
Well, I was as soon as I put the blindfold on. As soon as I got that blindfold on, the first thing I saw was that white rectangle, which to me made me think of paper, and that was why I said square white looks like a piece of paper.
Mm.
And then it turns out it was your iPod case.
Yep.
Yeah. Jackie Evelyn just made a good point too. She said, Brett, when you nearly got hit by lightning, how were your senses after that jolt? That's what I was going to ask you when you said that, you saw the figure and weird stuff. Has that ever happened in the house before the lightning?
Not in this house, no.
Interesting.
Not in this one.
Mm.
But the only thing it did to me was it made me feel a bit off the rest of the day because I had a massive adrenaline rush, which ain't good for me with my heart condition. So it took me like the rest of the day to recover from the adrenaline because it literally pushed my heart rate right the way up because of the adrenaline. And I was supposed to avoid adrenaline sort of thing, but couldn't help it because it was just spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, freak of nature.
I got no control, but I did feel off the rest of the day.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
We were communicating by text, Skype text.
I was actually standing on the doorstep texting Sam on Skype when it happened, and I said to Sam, "My internet's gone off."
Wow.
And it, honestly, I'd never heard a boom like it because I thought lightning when it struck it like zzz, it weren't. It was like a mortar shell going off.
Yeah,
literally
like
a mortar
trucks
shell.
crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never heard a sound like it.
Apparently, when the lightning strikes in a desert, that you get these glass. I don't know if it's true or not. These glass.
Yeah, it's true. It is true, Sam.
Walls.
It hits with such high temperatures. It turns silicon into glass. That is exactly what it does.
That's the base element of glass. Is sand.
It's sand.
Yeah.
And that's what it does. It converts the silica into glass.
It's supposed to be. They're supposed to be worth a fortune because they're very hard to find.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Yeah. Crystal shops and that'll sell them if they can ever
Luna
get hold
says
of
do
them.
a spirit box in the middle of a lightning storm always gets better responses. I've got to be honest, I don't think I've ever done a spirit box session in the middle of a thunderstorm. I've done
them.
I'm going to try and turn this around so you can see the lightning storm because it is starting to come in.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
I've done a number of sessions during the lightning storm, and it's been the worst sessions I've ever done.
Really?
Actually. Yeah.
Did you find you picked up a lot of interference, Sam?
You do pick up the static and stuff, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe that energy is too strong for them or something. It's overwhelmed. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Seago says, I had a rugby trip when I was in school. We stayed somewhere that had multiple paranormal activities, doors slamming, talking, footsteps, stuff being moved with multiple witnesses, etc. See, places like that fascinate me because I think a lot of the most of them are residual hauntings. They're replays more so than what, and I think they're always the best type to go and because you got more chance of actually getting something to happen if it's residual rather than an intelligent one.
Mm.
As soon as I close my eyes, no matter what time of the day, I get like so many images and messages coming at me. Lol. Yeah. Pat said, "Oh, that's interesting." Oh, Seagull says it was in France. The place used to be an asylum. While we stayed there, were huge thunderstorms. Pat says I volunteered to be hypnotized to see if it switches on my telepathy.
Did
That'll
it
be
work?
interesting. You'll have to let us know. Mandy says it is called desert glass, and apparently it's really expensive.
Yes,
Yeah.
desert glass. That's it.
Yes, yeah.
But honestly, when that thunder struck, I was expecting like a zzz, and it was literally the thunder was literally right. It must have been the thunder where it's cut through the air and the air had slammed back together. But because it was like 30 feet away from me, there was no time for the thunder to travel. It was instantaneous. As soon as the
Yeah.
belt came down, there was the boom sort of thing.
Yeah, it is loud.
And my internet literally went off. Luckily I was on the phone at the time, so it switched over onto me mobile data because I said to Sam, I said, "Oh, my internet's gone off."
There was a guy. I think Rachel will be able to confirm it for me. I think it was in Derry actually. Like you go to pick your kids up from school and you're outside the school waiting for your kids to come out.
Mm-hmm.
There was a father of one of the kids outside the school waiting for his kid to come out, and he got struck by lightning.
Yeah,
and he was in pretty bad shape.
yeah. I think there's actually one bloke in the Guinness Book of Records. He's been struck multiple times, ain't he? How unlucky is that? Now it makes you wonder: is he generating something that attracts lightning? I lost a computer once during a storm. It blew the power pack. When I first left school, I'll never forget it. I went to work in a television rental shop, and we had a big thunderstorm the one day, and one of our customers rang in for an engineer to go and fix the television because they said it had gone off during the thunderstorm. And when the engineer turned up, apparently, can you remember those big copper ornamental vases with an handle on them that people used to have in the 80s that were really fashionable? She'd got one of them on the telly, and apparently it had blew an hole through the top of the telly, launched that copper jar, and it was wedged in the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
And that was from a lightning strike on the house.
Gee. I know I used to do a course on amateur radio, ham radio, and there was one guy, and lightning had struck his antenna that was on the chimney of his house, and it split the chimney down the gable of the house.
Well, that was what fascinated me, Sam, because that struck. It looked like it hit the actual aerial, but it may have hit the chimney, but it never dislodged anything. Because I think that was why it earthed down through all the cables instead. So it didn't damage the house. It blew all the internet.
Yeah.
Apparently everybody in there. And then I was told the following day, Jay says it had also struck at the top of the street and blew an hole in the water main. So they had to come and fix the water main. Sadly, there was a young boy who died after being hit by lightning leaving a football field just a few weeks ago. This is the thing, you never know. This is why I always say to people, make every day count, because you don't know how many you've got here.
Dead right. Knows. No one's even promised tomorrow.
No. Stephen says he's seen an house demolished by lightning. I've seen a tree split in half by it.
Yeah, I've seen a tree.
I've seen a tree struck and he split the tree in half. But it does make you wonder if like, psychic abilities heighten in things like thunderstorms, or if they get worse. Because, Luna says she's had better results during a thunderstorm, and you said you've had worse, Sam, on the spirit box. So I wonder if there's other factors involved as well.
Well, I've got the Ghost Tube app on my phone or iPad, on one of the two. Do you want me to crack that open during
Is
a
it an app?
thunderstorm?
Yeah,
Yep.
go on. Even though it's an app, we'll forgive you.
Ghost Tube is kind of different than Ghostbox apps. There is an SLS thing on it, but it's a bit like a Snapchat filter thing. But
Right.
those kind of things, they're better kept stable rather than moved about. But
That's easy. I can place it on the table.
yeah.
I'll wait till Julie gets back and then I'll crank it up.
You know, it was it was an idea that was well put together. You know,
They're good flashes.
Yeah.
She's gone to wetter lettuce. That's where she's gone.
Oh, I was waiting for this.
Yeah. She's gone to wetter
It's
lettuce.
not a Brett stream without someone wetting their lettuce.
That's right. She'll be back in a minute. There's no shouting at the kids, so she's definitely gone to wetter lettuce. Might have to make a note next time we have a storm if I get more activity than normal in my house. See, what was interesting is we've had no thunderstorms here for months until recently, and then we had a spate of them over a few days. But honestly, when I walked in the kitchen the other day, I saw and I swear to God, I saw a young lad standing in the corner of my kitchen. And he weren't like ancient looking or anything. He was modern dressed. Because I honestly thought somebody had come in through the front door. And he was only there an instant and he was gone. But I swear to God, it was a young lad. I'd say about 11, 12. Swear to God. I have a vague memory of seeing lightning hitting the ground when I was in France and the ground being scorched the next morning. Yeah, it releases a lot of heat when lightning earths. You know, because it transfers. What a lot of people don't realise is lightning doesn't actually strike downwards; it strikes upwards.
It's upwards.
Yeah, a lot of people think thinks it comes down and hit you, but it don't. It only happened a couple of days ago, Anne. Literally about 2 days ago. And you know, these houses are old anyway. That they were built for the miners when the steel industry was big round here. So you know, these are quite old houses. They're old miners' terraces, so they've got some history to them. But this lad was he was modern dressed. He don't look like he was. He looked like he was from this time period. That was what was really weird.
Have you had any pedestrian or car accidents near you, like within a 10 kilometre radius and someone was killed?
We've had a murder here, but that was a woman. Not in this house, but in the street. We've had two murders here, but
what, since you've been there?
Yeah. The first week I moved in, we had two murders literally the first week I moved in.
Shit.
Oh my God.
One was in the street, and one was just up the road in the subway.
All right, do you want to give this a ghost app a try during a lightning?
Yeah.
There could quite easily have been kids killed recently. I'm gonna have to look it up. See, I ain't got a telly, so I don't really follow. Well, I've got a telly, but I don't watch telly. So I'll Google it later on and see if there's been anything happening recently in the area.
Okay, it's listening.
How does it work, Deb?
Same as the necrophonic, I guess. You just ask a question. Ask a question, and then I'll repeat it into the ghost app.
Did Julie just go to wetter lettuce?
Actually, I didn't.
Boom!
Yeah, but we all know the excuse of getting a coffee when you wet your lettuce.
No, I actually didn't.
You admitted that when you get to wet your lettuce, you make a coffee to cover up for it.
You would have
You
heard the
admitted
toilet
that
flush.
last week. I've got a good memory.
No, I didn't. I'd like to know who it is that you saw.
Okay, I'll ask that.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Who did Brett see in his kitchen the other day?
You sure it's turned on?
The little red button's going round. I don't know whether that's muted or it says it's listening. Who did Brett see in his kitchen the other day?
In spirit.
In spirit.
He might not have been in spirit. He might have been astrally projecting or something because he looked solid for a second.
That's actually a good point.
Because he was dressed like for now.
That's a good point.
If I'd have seen him on the street, he wouldn't have stood out because he was dressed like, you know, modern.
Yep.
Who did Brett see? Button's going round. I don't know whether that's muted or it says it's listening. Okay, that's playback. Okay.
Could be an EVP there.
Who did Brett see in his kitchen the other day?
Well, that's an informative app.
I'm saying low volume, but the volume's up. Who did Brett see in his kitchen the other day?
Oh, I know what app you're using.
Ghost app?
Yeah.
Luna says it takes a minute for it to work.
All the little bars are spiking. Will he see the person again?
I used to get bacon quite often out of that thing.
Bacon.
Yeah, bacon. They'd always say bacon. I'm like, are you hungry? God.
I won't give you my opinion on the necrophonic app, Anne.
Oh no.
Are there any spirits here willing to talk during an electrical storm in Western Australia?
Julie's bird wants to talk by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I put him in
I
the
thought that-
hall.
I
Yeah,
thought
so
it had drowned.
No, no, they're still alive, thank God. I put them in the hall so they wouldn't be noisy for the stream, but they can hear the birds outside because the sun's up now. Is that a cat? Oh,
No,
it was
that's-
Kaya.
That's Kaya singing because she wants to go out and look for little rodents. That's what it is.
Oh,
And she ain't going.
Kaya. Hi there, Kaya.
How good wagging your tail?
Oh, that was a good one.
Well, when you get a rating review for that app, Deb, give it 1 star.
It's one of the ones I've tried.
The
I've
witch
got to be honest,
houses.
it's one I've never heard of.
Oh, it's Amy Scripps' husband, I think, made
Yeah,
that.
the Aussie chick,
Yeah.
she developed it.
Did Brett see a spirit in his kitchen the other day?
I just got purgatory on mine.
My kitchen is purgatory.
And not. The word not. K-N-O-T.
Well, I'm bloody if I know what's going on.
Oh, excuse me.
What was that, Sam?
I burped. Yeah, sometimes I just forget I'm on camera.
You mean you farted and tried to make out it was a burp?
No, not this time.
Cough, sneeze, and fart all at once.
Yeah, hopefully his wedding will go ahead, Dan. But, judging by the news that's coming through the last few days, it looks like them trying to use this bloody Indian variant as an excuse not to remove lockdown at the moment. Yeah, I think it's Ghost Tube she's using, Anne.
It is, yeah.
Anyone suggest another one and I'll download it?
I've got a. Let me see now. What's it called? I uploaded it yesterday. I have to turn the flipping phone on first. It's kind of like a hack shack, and actually, it's from Spain, Paranormal. But actually, you don't hear any words. But it does sound like audio from a radio. Just give me a second, just to turn the phone on. I'll find out what. Oh, you're on Apple, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
All
might
right.
be. There should be an Apple version of it normally.
All right. I just turn it on. I just waiting
Yeah.
for my phone to load up. It's an old phone.
There are a few sad people still left using Apple, Sam, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'd rather use
Got an M1 chip that rocks.
let me see now.
But here's the question: can it play Phasmophobia?
No, it bloody can't, bugger it.
It can.
Oh,
it just needs Windows.
Let me see now. Oh,
There's another one too, other than the Indian one, the Thailand. Oh God, I think they're just randomly picking countries now as an excuse to use.
About what?
The different variants of COVID. We've suddenly been hit by the Indian variant now.
Oh, you're kidding.
Because we're due to come out of lockdown. We've suddenly been hit by an Indian variant.
it's called Radio Hack. If you can see that.
If you just type in spirit boxes, Deb, on your
Yeah, but there's loads of them.
Apple store, it'll show you some.
Radio Hack from Spain Paranormal.
Ghost detector?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Sam fell for that one years ago.
No, that was Ghost Radar, actually.
Sam spent a night walking around Derry thinking I'd found ghosts everywhere.
Spirit box app, and it's got a pentagram.
Ghost Radar. I've tried that one. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Is there anything
but
there from Happy Droid?
Yeah, try Paratech.
SBX12 spirit box.
Try that one then.
It might be a bit noisy.
Oh, I've tried that one. I don't like that one.
Okay, cancel.
The SBX12, yeah. That's
We only want to see if
dodgy.
one of them works during a thunderstorm.
Well,
that one's like a radio, the SBX12 one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a spirit box.
Is it noisy?
Not really. I mean, you can turn the volume down.
No, but I mean like static wise.
No, not static wise. It's just a lot of words come through like radio chatter.
Yeah, but
It
Luna
might not be
says-
too bad.
yeah.
Deb Luna says try ITC Master Suite.
ITC Master Suite. Okay.
See, I can't recommend apps because I don't like them. I never use them, so I don't know what the current ones
We're
are.
gone into this app thing, and this is two was and three. Not a great fan.
it's got no result.
No. Maybe it's a is that for Android, Luna?
If it is, I can't get it because I'm an Apple.
Yeah, me either.
Just type Spirit Box in Crapple Store. It'll call them all up.
There is an ITC one. It's just called ITC.
Try that one.
There is a couple.
Anne says she only likes Necrophonic. Out of all the apps, I think I tested Mouselol and the PSP7. I like the new PSP7 that Julie's got, the PSP7T, because they've really improved the speaker on it.
I don't like the PSP7 at all, even though the PSP7 is in my my RTC box with the static removed.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they're a bit noisy. This unnecessary noise.
They are noisy, yeah.
Yeah. You know, but they're a tool that'll work, you know what I mean? They are a tool that'll work, but if you're going through a lot of audio for hours with a lot of static, it can be annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
okay,
Luna,
I'm just downloading the one that's rated the highest, which is a ghost detector radar.
Oh no.
Oh God.
No?
You're gonna start seeing ghosts on your patio.
Yeah, you just see little dots.
Download it and tell us what you're seeing.
It does spit words out at you too.
You're gonna start seeing ghosts on your patio within seconds.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
3 or 4 around you.
Yeah, they've really beefed up the speaker on the PSP7T.
Yeah, really good.
You don't even need to use that horrible little ball speaker anymore. It's loud enough to hear now.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I'll turn it on for 2 seconds on full volume. That's without a speaker on it.
Yeah. I'm a lot better. Before you wouldn't have even heard that.
Yeah.
No.
Let's try.
App upgrade recommended.
You don't have to.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh God!
How hard can this be?
It's
Is
not
it a
an
voice
ad.
bank of creepy voices?
Ghost rating activated.
You want what?
I'm getting ads.
What did it say then?
Some chick's going, I won.
Oh God.
Wait till the next one opens and it's going, ooh, ah.
Ghost detector. It's Brett. Signal acquired. Okay. Did Brett see a spirit in his kitchen the other day?
It might take a minute.
It's okay. Little sensors and radar are going off.
Yep.
It has to have a think about it.
Signal lost.
Signal lost.
Signal lost.
Isn't that typical?
Bloody trousers are wet.
You've wet yourself in excitement. Of the
Yeah,
new
I
app.
forgot to go and do my lettuce thing.
Wet your lettuce.
Oh,
Are there any spirits around?
Ghost signal acquired.
Ghost signal acquired.
Ghost.
you have a fellow ghost nearby.
How did they figure out what?
Are there any spirits?
If you'd like to access level 1 of the spirit realm, press 1.
Please.
If you'd like to access level 2 of the spirit realm, press 2.
If you'd like to speak to a ghost, press 3.
These things are shit.
No shit.
Yes.
Will I turn
Why
on
do you think I don't like apps, Deb?
Yeah.
Will I turn on this on response mode? Will I? For a while?
It was a good
Yeah.
idea, but it's
Yeah.
not going to pass the sniff test.
I hope the speaker.
Ask them on your spirit box, Sam. We might get an answer in, like within a few seconds.
It's little Johnny.
Now we get the strong Irish accents that I can't understand.
Oh, I'm the voice that mimics Sam.
That
You
was
heard
that
that
was
last
weird
week.
last week.
Wasn't
That
it?
was weird last week.
Yeah.
Folk down there. Sorry, boys. Show.
Oh,
David Alaba Emiliano Allegri.
what? That's Italian?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Italian. I like it.
Well, now we do Irish jig. We've got the leprechauns coming through.
What's my pot of gold?
That was Scottish.
Oh, sorry. Diddly potatoes.
That's it now. That's it in response mode now. Hello?
Julie's just tried to do an Irish accent and it came out Scottish.
I'm a little bit of both.
Irish. I'll teach you Irish, Julie. Whale.
Whale.
Oil.
What is it?
Oil.
Oil.
B.
Okay, you're gonna like, yeah.
Go on.
I see where you're going. B.
Hooked.
Hooked.
Now say it quick. Whale, oil, B, hooked.
Oh yeah. What?
Go on.
Whale be hooked.
Hooked.
Yeah.
Now you got to say it fast.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. Don't go there, Julie.
No.
And it'll come out in a perfect Irish accent, I guarantee you.
Well, I be hooked.
Ed. Don't want to
Ed.
talk to Ed tonight.
Oh, God, you've got Ed.
Tomorrow, Ed.
Yeah, take the night off,
Cust.
Ed.
Did that say cust?
I thought I said cast.
Pizza.
Pizza. Pizza.
Pizza. Yes, please.
Hawaiian.
Yeah, that-
Can you say my name?
What's the kid?
Can you say Brett or Judy or Deb or Sam?
It's terrible when you see yourself live on air, isn't it?
Yeah.
Time to swap the tenner, Lady Deb.
You're going to get yours, Ben. Surely one day you're going to get yours.
Why did they say pizza? Because that was clear as day. Pizza.
Deb.
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 Hello.
Oh.
Deb says hello.
How are you? Did that say good?
Yeah.
Deb again.
Deb.
I can hear you.
Have you a message with Deb? Who is a message for Deb?
Luna says it did say good, Deb.
52. Who am I speaking to, please?
Tom, I am Irish and that was a bad impression. Do it right or I will set my leprechauns on you, lol. It came out Scottish.
Was that Ed again?
Who was in my kitchen the other day?
Brett is asking who was in Brett's kitchen the other day. Would you be able to tell us that?
Deanie.
Deanie.
I have a friend who has a son called Deanie, actually.
It's an unusual name. You're not going to get that.
Yeah, it is on.
Yeah, it is.
Which one?
No, it definitely wasn't a genie in my kitchen.
Would have been asking where your 3 wishes were.
I think I'd have recognised one of the genies that had been burning in the corner.
See, you didn't rub its pole. That's why it didn't work.
Can't believe that's an FM circuit from a PSP7.
Come on, it's 6 in the morning. I mean, jeez.
No, it didn't say Denny, Steve. It said Deanie. It definitely said Deanie, not Denny.
What's the matter?
Did that say what's the matter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. How can we help you?
I want to know who was in my kitchen. Who was in my kitchen, please? Chew. Ooh. That sounded like somebody gasping for breath.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Okay, I'll rephrase the question. What was in my kitchen the other day? Oh God, I hope there's somebody going to come through and start going love and light to us.
The speaker is
Did
dying,
that say Brett?
That Deb was, when it said Deb, that was clear as day. Deb.
Yeah, that was. Excuse you, spirits.
Circle of Death.
Yeah.
I think the speaker's dying.
It sounds like it.
Actually, it's the radio that's died.
Everybody's having technical issues.
Yeah, I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, Coke.
Okay.
Sam's going to put a fresh battery in. That was really interesting because that Deb was clear. That was proper Deb. Like one of us had said it.
Yeah.
And my name's actually Debbie, but Debbie's a
Yeah.
young girl's name. I just shortened it
Yeah.
when I got older.
Yep.
Yeah, but that brings back to the question, Luna. Are messages given that certain people can hear and others can't? Because
That's a very good question.
I am convinced that certain things come through the spirit box and they are tuned to a certain people's hearing. I'm convinced of that.
Mm.
And they're racing.
We haven't seen Fifi today.
Who's Fifi?
Isn't that Sam's
Oh, the
dog's
dog.
name?
The dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably waiting for a sweet.
Yeah.
I say she normally comes and sits on the back of the sofa and poses.
Yeah. I've been looking at the little purple puppy there instead.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? I've been trying to work that out all night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's a
little
puppy.
purple dog.
Yeah, I knew it was purple. I just couldn't. Yeah, right. Okay.
It takes a wee bit to get it because this actual radio, the person that made the radio,
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
This mode was found by accident by his friend, not the guy that actually made the box.
Oh.
Hi.
It was an accidental discovery. That's much clearer, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 It's,
Right. Can you say how many is here right now to confirm that you can still hear us?
That sounded like a cat.
Is Janet there, Deb?
yeah, she's inside on her iPad playing a game.
Because I just saw someone walk past, like a
Oh, she's
reflection
just
on
turned
their
the kitchen
door.
light off. She must
Yeah.
be going back to bed.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who or what was in my kitchen the other day, please? What was that? That was a whisper?
No, it was a male.
Wash or something?
Yeah.
God.
What or not?
You can go out in a bit. Shut up.
It's a cry.
No.
Oh, it's the dog. Oh,
I was like, what's that?
No. Oh, you can sing all you want to. You're not going out. You can stop wagging. Jack? That sounded like Jack.
Jack.
Okay. Hickman.
Big mouth?
It's me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going chase Shikaya. Jack again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
Jack, I got it clear that time.
Sam farted.
Ownership.
It definitely said Jack twice.
Yes.
You've got it.
You've got it.
You've got it.
Yeah.
That was Coco
Mhm.
yawning.
Be any messages for Julie?
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Julie's on my TV screen right now. Can you give her a message?
Henry.
What was that?
Sounded like sorry.
Is your name Jack, or do you want to talk to Jackie?
Neil.
Me?
Me. Yeah.
You're called Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Or hey. And again.
Shush.
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 Yeah, it sounded like shush.
Sure.
Have you got a message you want to say?
Dude.
Did
Who?
I say rude or dude?
I don't know.
I thought it said Ed.
Brett is asking, do you have a message?
You know.
Couldn't make it out.
Jack, are you still here?
Jack, did you visit Brett's kitchen?
Right?
Was that yes?
I thought it said right.
I thought it said yes.
Why did someone appear in my kitchen? Was this some message? That's it. So what is the message? I'd laugh if it said put the kettle on, I'll be round in 10 minutes.
Amazing.
Did that say crazy?
I thought it said
I
crazy.
thought so.
Someone appeared in my kitchen the other day. They look like a boy of about 12 years old. Is there anything you can tell me about that? Let's say prayers.
I thought so.
Think so.
Okay. Okay.
I'm done.
Study.
Scotty?
Did it say study?
Could have been study. I thought it said something else.
Do you want somebody to study something?
Early.
That's say I. You.
You?
And again, you.
Yeah.
Who? Somebody's hissing at us. I.
Snap. Vesh.
Cold.
And again. Why are you cold?
Threat. Andrew.
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 Who's Andrew?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Who's Andrew?
I thought I heard permission too. Andrew.
These.
These.
These, yeah.
Who is Andrew?
Okay.
That sounded like Lucky.
Yeah, Loki. Maybe it was Loki.
Might have been.
Ed, if you want to come through and talk, feel free to do so, but don't be holding other people back from talking, please.
What do you need permission for?
Fart.
Go ahead and drop one, love.
Well, you went, what do you need permission for? And it went.
No.
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 Can you hear the bells?
Yeah, my child.
Can you hear the bells? Can you say bells if you can hear the bells?
That sounded then like it said idiot, the way the Irish say it. Idiot. See, look, Julie, my nightbot works properly.
His mine doesn't. Yeah, because you got Streamlabs.
No, that's nightbot. Who's just put that up?
Oh, you got both of them.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why mine keeps bumming out.
Is this? Is this me? Julie?
Julie.
Julie. Julie's here.
What do you want to say to Julie?
Luna says she can hear a whisper of a woman, but it's not in the spirit box. Hello?
Who's coming through?
Milk.
Luna. I thought that said Luna then.
Wow. Did one of you put not say wow then?
Yeah. Wow.
No, it wasn't us.
No.
No, it came out of the box.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that you can communicate? Has that surprised you?
Digital.
Something like you
That sounded
talk.
like Shootle.
You talk or she talks?
Who do you want to speak?
Two. Yeah. Here.
Many's here.
Zano.
Dunno. Here again. Later, Zan. You have a good night.
Good night, Dan.
Good night, Anne.
Goodbye, Dan.
Not in.
Lisa. British.
Did that say?
British.
Priest.
Oh,
Oh,
it sounded like
priest, was
priest.
it?
It sounded like priest or praise.
Priest. I was sitting here doing my little scribbles, and I've got a church and a little boy there,
Ooh.
and it says priest.
I think we're all in the groove.
Yeah.
25 minutes to 12. And there shouldn't be a child's voice coming through
No, there
radio
shouldn't.
broadcasting at this hour of the night. Wondering, is there a child coming through?
20.
20. That definitely said 20.
Mm.
Thanks, that.
Whenever you want to stop the session, Brett, just feel free to tell us.
That's all right.
Active. FM.
FM. G'day.
Good day.
Mhm.
It's like it was like an
But
Australian
that was an Aussie accent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
an Aussie
Good
g'day.
eye. Good eye.
G'day, mate.
I Join.
Who would you like to speak to? Would you like to speak to Debs, Julie, Brett, or Sam?
Sam. Julie.
CD.
Let's say see me.
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
No, can't see you.
Your feet.
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Here.
You look, I've been doodling. I'll draw Rod Stewart.
Oh, God.
Back in a second, I want to get my bags.
It was my
Okay,
little
okay.
doodles.
Have you?
Have you?
Have you?
Have you what?
Have you got your fags?
Would you like a cigarette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. That sounds Australian. That sounds
Yeah,
like
it
it said
does.
Butte. That sounded just like it said Butte in an Australian accent.
You. Wow.
Cute.
Can the Aussie coming through give us their name, please?
Old.
Older.
Older.
You're older than what? Hi, Kel.
Yeah, older than what? Got that song stuck in my head. Oh, you know what movie I thought of the other day, and I thought I'm going to have to look up that, try and find it. Yahoo
What's that?
Serious. Do you remember that movie, Deb?
I do.
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen it.
Look where.
That was funny.
That was classic.
Where do you want me to look?
Off it.
Off something.
Oh,
Murad's just happened. I'll tell you when the stream's finished.
got it.
Okay. Another Aussie accent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, Stephen, I do remember Mother and Son.
Okay.
Ruth
Aren't I?
Cracknell.
You didn't swear?
Play.
Country practice, yes.
God, I was only thinking about that the other day.
Desmond.
Desmond. That just said
Desmond.
Desmond.
Oh,
Man.
That definitely said Desmond.
Yeah.
hello, Desmond.
How are you, Desmond? The thing's hot where you are?
Which particular Desmond are you? Morning, Black Rose.
Hello, Black Rose.
Hi, Rick.
Black Rose.
can't believe it said Desmond.
Desmond.
Desmond the demon. Sometimes I say words in case they copy. Sometimes they
Yeah.
copy you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Desmond. Oh, wait. My Uncle Charlie's real name was Desmond.
Oh,
Desmond Charles.
Desmond Charles.
Ask if it's Charlie.
Is that you, Uncle Charlie?
Just wanted to show that I picked up this today, and that will be running on my channel pretty soon.
Awesome.
Very nice.
It runs. The sweep rate can run really, really slow or extremely fast. So, I'm looking forward to working with this for a bit. It's got a nice little handle on the top.
I thought it was a fog machine when you first held it up.
Yeah. The actual lettering on it, it's got that glow in the dark stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the luminous paint.
Yeah. Don't appreciate the word portal on it though, but
That's what I
What
thought
can
it
you
said. I
do?
thought,
what can you do? It's just
You can scratch it off. So.
kind of advertising somebody that I don't like. But looking forward to working with this thing. We'll see how
You
it
can
goes.
always paint over the word portal.
Yeah, get your own sticker and put it over the top.
Yeah.
Hey, darling.
Oh, creepy door effects now.
we've had lightning, rain, thunder, now creaky doors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all the sound effects.
Who's coming through? Or many's coming through.
That just said butte again.
Did
I
it?
think so.
Come on, Australian.
Many's talking to us right now.
Theo. Kel says it's but Theo.
I don't know if Theo.
You need to oil your bog door. Everybody knows when you go into the loo.
I know,
Bit of
it's
WD-40.
because it used to be an outside toilet and they extended this part.
Mm.
So it's an old door.
Jace is still deaf as a plank, Steve, and he's getting really depressed over it now. Really depressed over it.
Gee.
That's terrible. Oh, dear.
They need to bloody do something about it. Quick, smart.
Well, luckily, he's at the doctor's next week.
Yeah.
Well, the hospital, not the doctor's. He's got his hospital appointment on the 4th.
Son.
Let's go for it. Is there any Desmonds would like to talk to us?
Go.
No.
No. There you go.
No.
Are you surrounded by good or evil?
That sounded like war.
I thought it said war.
Surrounded by war.
Is there going to be another world war? Coming. Bloody hope not. Surely we've learned.
The black dog. What's that?
That was Churchill's saying for depression.
Oh, okay. Never heard that before. Hello. Hello, Governor. Thank you, Carol.
Good question. Were you in a war? Did you pass over during a war? Did that say yes while I was talking?
I missed
It's
it.
3 syllables. 3.
Can you repeat that?
Did you pass over during a war?
Dead.
Dead.
Ed?
Dead.
Were you a soldier? Say soldier if you're a soldier.
Did that say Dunkirk?
I think it did actually.
Okay, that's a good response.
Were you in Anzac?
Did you die during the Dunkirk action?
No.
Who breathed then?
Me.
Me.
At least we're honest. Sorry.
True though.
It is.
That sounded like coming.
Thanks, mate.
Does the name Smedley mean anything?
Reminds me of Smeagol. No, doesn't mean anything.
I was
to
just
me.
thinking the same thing.
Smeagol, yeah.
Smeagol's. This precious for Smeagol's.
You do a real good impression. And Deb
Thank you. Oh,
I'm getting pins and needles in my feet and my hands.
Yeah, I'm getting them in my
Are
feet,
you?
Sam. I'm actually getting them in my feet.
Were you a British soldier that died at Dunkirk?
That's the temperature dropping.
I thought your chicken was done in the microwave.
No, that's the temperature dropping by 5 degrees.
Is that what it signifies?
Yeah.
Ooh. And you just said you had tingles.
Are you somehow connected to World War II and Dunkirk?
Yes.
That's interesting. Black Rose has put, just asking us this week, we have in our possession a World War II footlocker.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll be back in a second. Just go
Okay.
to some fireplace here. I'm dead.
I'm dead again.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Just be brutal, Julie. Don't break them in gently.
Well, they might be asking, am I dead?
Shut up
Do you
now,
know what
because
I
you're
mean?
dead.
Does this item belong to you?
Ooh.
Oh, you have a medal.
Is that a
Is this your medal? Say medal if this is yours. From 1928.
good year? I was born in 58.
That's an interesting question.
Question? Yeah.
Ooh.
Have you got any connection to an armored car or Hiroshima? Hiroshima, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Haynes. Did you die a painful death? I died dancing. They played a bit of music.
From this.
Smart ass.
As long
No,
as you
it's a
don't go too far, Lockbeard, you go off the edge.
It's a 10,000 mile curve, unfortunately.
Yeah, apparently Western Australia, where I live, doesn't exist.
None of Australia exists, apparently.
Oh no, we're just actors. We're
That's
Yeah.
right.
Australia's fake.
paid actors. Go
Did
Dave,
someone
mate.
break a glass?
How you going, cover?
Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Can you name a country that you're associated with?
Hang on. Did that say hang on?
I thought
Or
it
Anna?
said
Anna.
Anna.
Work out.
Anna. I thought it said.
Italy?
Crikey.
That's okay. With
Hannah, are you connected to Italy?
funny enough, I was thinking about Italy today and yesterday. I only found out that Marcello Bacci was dead since 2019. I didn't know.
Really?
Who was?
Yeah. He
Still.
died in 2019.
Who died?
Marcello Bacci.
Oh.
You know the guy that used to talk to the radios?
Yeah, the radio.
Yeah.
Used to have the
Yeah, I thought he
communication.
was still alive.
He
Hi, Kim.
doesn't get
Like
his.
him.
He never got the recognition that he really deserved, you know.
See, what's really interesting, we've just got that Italy come through on the spirit box, and earlier we had Italian come through as well. If you remember, Julie,
Yeah, we
I said
did,
to you
yeah.
that was Italian, and it was definitely the Italian language.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there somebody trying to communicate who's got connections with Italy?
Indeed.
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 Indeed, yeah.
What is your connection to Italy? Birth. Were you born in Italy?
And
That's not Hans,
West
Hands.
Mm.
as in the German name Hans. And you think it's funny we're getting a lot of references to mainland Europe since we started talking about the war. Can you please tell us what the connection is to Italy?
Spot. What's that?
What's
That's
that?
it.
Good night, Stephen. You have a good night.
Good night, Stephen.
Sonja. Actually,
Now that sounds Japanese.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
Live a long time, $5.
I'm just seeing if they say hello in Japanese.
Ichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
There's got an
Itchy
itchy,
lettuce.
There's got an itchy stomach. Sam just down asking.
Yeah, it's got an itchy lettuce.
Probably best not asking what it was itching. It they sound good.
Yeah, I don't want to know why it was itching.
Poor burger.
Ohio, cool. Now we're going to America. We're better than the UN here.
Now it's just really interesting that we started talking about the war, and then all of a sudden we were getting all stuff relating to Italy and Germany.
Yep.
Mm.
And Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Japan.
Was that you, Deb?
No, I never said I did
Did
anything.
you just say puss?
No,
Did you say anything, Sam?
No.
I didn't say anything. Neither did Sam.
No, that was Deb's voice saying puss.
No. He's inside. I wasn't saying boo.
Okay, that was weird.
Is there a story here of anyone being executed by the Japanese?
Question.
accent.
Accent.
They probably can't understand my accent.
Were you a prisoner of war?
What was that?
Child's voice.
Yeah, child.
And it
That's
sounded like it was
fine.
saying police.
12 at night here. PM or at night time. Shouldn't be a child on the radio, basically.
No.
Well, we all have our beliefs, Lockbeard. I believe in aliens. Sam doesn't.
It's me. It's me.
Miss you?
Ed.
Ed
Yeah.
again.
Is Ed in Rob's house? Or is he in my house? Or where is he?
There's a number of people who've claimed to remotely viewed people on the moon and Venus and places, Lockbeard.
Would you like
It's quite a common claim.
Puckapunyo. Oh my God, squadron.
Pacapaño.
Do you like the way Julie does it in a Love You Long Time voice?
Pacapaño?
Right. Do you want to close it down then, Sam? Because
Yeah.
it's 12:10. We've been going nearly 3 hours, believe it or not.
Yes.
We want to thank anyone that came through tonight, and we need to go not right now. Can I speak to you tomorrow?
Technically, it's today, Sam.
Yeah.
We'd just like to say thank you for coming forward and communicating.
Thank you and goodbye till next time.
They'd be gone.
I think
Is that
so.
like they went be gone then?
Be gone. Peasant.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to say
Fine.
goodbye now.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Deb just said goodbye.
Goodbye,
Julie said
everybody, and
goodbye.
thank you.
And Brett says goodbye. And I'm saying goodbye.
Okay.
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 Okay, I'll talk to you later on. So, thank you.
Matt?
Again, that okay kind of sounded like Deb.
Deb? I thought it,
Yeah.
that's why I looked at Deb on the screen, then I thought it was Deb again.
No, that was the box.
But,
Right,
yeah.
guys. I'd just like to thank all the panel for coming on. Julie and Deb do get up mega early to do this, and they've literally had about 5 hours sleep tonight.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank them, and I'd like to thank Sam, our resident panel member. Mind you, Julie and Deb are pretty much that now as well. So thank you for coming on. We will be on next Friday. We'll think up some more experiments we can do to start the evening off, and then we'll have another paranormal chat again. So thank you all. Stay safe wherever you are, and have a good night or a good day, depending on whichever part of the world you're in. So good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Good morning.